What's up, people of the world? It's me again, Alex Swimmer, aka AP Through Jumped, and today I'm not alone. It might look like it, but I'm not. Today I have one of my more recurring guests on the channel, second only to I think Tyler, but my friend Mike. We're here to talk about WWE pay-per-view, which we haven't done in a long time.
Well, because WWE pay-per-views haven't been worth talking about.
Yeah, because, well, after Elimination Chamber, I've talked about this on camera already, but I decided not to watch SummerSlam because it just didn't feel the same. The vibe was gone. But after a while, the vibe of watching WWE came back, and it felt normal again. More recently, like first they had like a little small audience, and then most recently they started having a virtual audience, and America's Got Talent has as well. So yeah, despite that, it still feels like I said, it still feels like back to normal, like watching it again, because you can actually hear the crowd actually feels like it's really there in person. The way the crowd roars and murmurs, and yeah. Same thing with HET. But anyway, today we're talking about SummerSlam. I figured because this is the first pay-per-view I've watched in a very long time. So this since this is one of the this is one of the more prominent pay-per-views in WWE.
It's considered one of the big four out of WWE's catalog.
I'm trying to remember what the fourth one is. I know Royal Rumble and SummerSlam are the other 2 and 3, but I don't remember what
Survivor
the fourth.
Series.
Oh, Survivor Series. Yeah, I reviewed that last year.
Survivor Series. It's Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and SummerSlam. Those are the 4 oldest pay-per-views WWE run, and the only 4 that stay consistent.
Yeah. And they usually always come out around the same time, around the same month. So I talked with other people.
More or less. Royal Rumble sometimes fluctuates. I've seen it in February sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
It tries to stay in January, but it fluctuates a little bit. Same with WrestleMania. Typically, it's a April pay-per-view, but has been in March a few times.
Oh.
Yeah. This next one's going to be in March.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I talked with other people about the pay-per-view, asking what their general thoughts on it. Audience mainly I've talked to Michael, Tyler, and my dad about what their thoughts are, and they're not really the same. But I thought it was pretty good. I still thought it was really fun to watch, and it was just a feel-good pay-per-view in my opinion. What did you think of the pay-per-view overall, Michael?
Well, overall, it was a lot better than what it has been in the past, but comparing it to what it's been in the past is probably the worst idea you could ever do, because they've had some downright horrible pay-per-views here lately.
Mm-hmm. I guess I wasn't missing out on much, huh?
No, and thank God you have, because I will say this now, what WWE for some reason decided, let's have an eye for an eye match at a pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah. Was it?
And I saw that.
Oh.
Was not really a fan of the match.
A while back, I did see they did replay Undertaker's final match, and that was awesome. The setting was great, and that was fun to watch. I can't remember what pay-per-view that originally came out on, but they replayed it on SmackDown one night, and that was really fun to watch. Finally getting to see his final match. because Dad and I had been wondering when he was going to retire for like a decade.
Undertaker hasn't retired. He's not come out and said he's done. He's not going to be anytime soon.
Oh, okay. So, I didn't watch the pre-show for this because, well, I didn't want to.
I didn't either, so I was busy doing other things at the time of the pre-show.
I'm pretty sure I was making supper or whatever. So the first match, it started off really good. It was the SmackDown Women's Championship match. It was Bayley versus Asuka. Now Asuka wound up having 2 matches in this pay-per-view, but or the first match I thought it was real good. I thought it was really fun. I still Bayley's still one of my favorite wrestlers, even after her heel change. After she turned heel, I mean.
Yeah.
So.
Heel turn. You hit it right.
Yeah.
Some say change, some say heel, some say turn.
Yeah.
It's.
I was phrasing it incorrectly.
Well, it's fine. Like I said, I've heard referred to both.
Yeah.
As both, so it's all right.
Okay. So, what did you think of this match?
Honestly, I thought it was a great match. The only real issue I had with the match was Sasha Banks is the constant interference of the match.
Oh yeah, that can be annoying. I think she was annoying a little bit.
Well, Sasha Banks is annoying, but that's one argument we can have later, and I don't like if you hateful comments on this video.
Oh, it's alright. We don't have to talk about that in this video.
So yeah, overall, I thought it was a pretty good match, all things considered.
Yeah. And there was about 7 matches. Then I believe the next one was for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
That was what, Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Andrade?
Yeah. And yeah, let me tell you something. I thought this match was pretty good. I think the Street Profits finally showed what they were capable of, in my opinion, in this match. And so,
okay. I'm not a fan of the Street Profits, honestly. I'm really not, but...
Me neither, but...
I more or less was going for Angel and Andrade because I believe that they look more believable in the ring than the Street Profits overall. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. I can't remember who won that, but
it was the Street Profits.
Oh, that's what I thought. And the next match was for it was Mandy Rose versus, I can't remember who she was facing.
Sonya Deville.
Oh yeah.
The loser leaves the WWE match. That was supposed to be a hair versus hair match.
Oh yeah, I think this match was, what was this, a Falls Count Anywhere match or a no disqualification? Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't matter. It's basically the same rules apply.
Yeah.
When it came to the so-called brutality that could be involved in the match.
Yeah. Yeah, typically Falls Count Anywhere matches are like, excuse me. Typically those kinds of matches are like my favorite types of matches because no disqualification, no
count. Go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, I meant usually no disqualification added on top of the Falls Count Anywhere.
Yeah.
So those usually are combined. So anyway, I love those kinds of matches because literally anything can happen, and you really can't really predict how those kinds of matches are going to go.
Oh, you can if you've watched wrestling for any real length of time. You can, especially with WWE, they're predictable and they're booking, so you can pretty much figure where they're going to go with on how it's going to go.
Oh, well.
With the experience of watching WWE, dude. You'll get there.
Yeah. Sometimes they go all over the place, and with their and also not just literally, but also go all over the place with your expectations. So sometimes they surprise you in that sense, but um yeah, I was about to say unless
Sometimes
you've
you can
been
get lucky with WWE.
yeah unless you've been watching WWE for like years and years, then yeah you'll
Like I have.
yeah. And my dad's watched wrestling more than any of us.
I don't know about that, but we'll leave it at that.
Well, he's for a lot longer. But yeah.
Well, I understand that, but we had that argument off camera.
For sure. I always ask you and my dad questions about anything related to wrestling, and my brother Jonathan. I feel like yeah, Jonathan watches the most content too. He's one of the people. You and Michael. Wait, the audience. Yeah, my brother Jonathan and my friend Michael feel like they're the most knowledgeable and have watched the most content regarding WWE. And my brother, he watches literally everything. I think. But
well, I try to watch as much wrestling as I possibly can because me being a wrestling fan and though being fair, I feel like I have to watch it.
Yeah.
So I try to watch as much of it as I can, if doable, and if my sanity will allow it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So that's why I stopped trying to watch Lucha Underground, because Lucha Underground was just too story driven for my liking.
Oh yeah.
They were getting away from wrestling and more about the story.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, then they can be in their little corner and let them do their thing. And if they have a fan base, then so be it. More power to them.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of TNA for multiple years, but unfortunately now with them going to Access, I don't have the real ability of being able to watch them as much as I used to without having to YouTube videos.
Yeah. I was never that big of a fan of TNA. I only ever watched it because certain
they had the talent. They had the talent at one point, and from what I've gathered, they're getting a good talent, the good base of talent this time around.
Because I haven't, because I only ever watched it because certain wrestlers were on there, but I remember watching some of Ric Flair's some of his last matches that were on TNA when he was still wrestling.
His last match ever in a wrestling ring was in TNA.
Yeah.
Same with Hogan's.
Oh yeah. Let me see. The next match was Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. This was one of my most favorite matches, but it was also one of the most brutal matches. And yeah, this at Lost Stakes, I just drew a blank for a sec, but I finally got to see Dominic Mysterio wrestle. I don't know if he's wrestled before. Has he wrestled before?
To my knowledge, no. This was his first official match in wrestling, to my knowledge. But somebody who follows more of what goes on in Mexico may have to chime in on that one because I really can't say for certain.
Okay, so I think his first match was pretty good. With this little storyline, I didn't expect him to actually wrestle in a match, but I'm glad that's where this little storyline went. And later on, Rey Mysterio would wind up assisting his son, even after he.
Of course.
Yeah. He reluctantly promised not to interfere, but at some point he just had to intervene. And
well, when somebody tries to aim for your kid, you're gonna do something about it.
Obviously, yes. Mama bear and Papa bear instincts. Yeah.
Pretty much.
And yeah, Dominic won, and great first match. Like I said, very brutal when he was getting whacked in the back with a kendo.
Wait, Dominic didn't win?
Hmm?
Dominic didn't win?
Or am I misremembering?
You're misremembering. That was Seth Rollins who won.
Oh. Right. But anyway, when he got hit on the back with a kendo stick, it looked like he got whipped to death. Like by one of well, by one of the soldiers from the Roman Empire or something like that.
Well, kendo sticks are made out of bamboo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is going to hurt.
Yeah, I remember Dad telling me a long time ago that's one of the most that's actually one of the most lethal weapons. And
It can be. You really have to know what you're doing and where you're swinging to do any real significant damage.
yeah. Now I'm interested to see where this little storyline is going to go from here. But the next match was it was for the Raw Women's Championship, and this was I think this was Asuka's second match.
It was Asuka's second match, and she ended up winning against Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I thought that was really neat, and I didn't expect Asuka to have two matches in the same pay-per-view, fighting for both the Raw and SmackDown the women's title. Hold on, audience. I have to take a quick break, and Michael and audience, I have to take a quick break real quick. So sorry about that, audience. I had to take a very important phone call in the middle of the video, but it's all good now, audience. And yeah, so we left off at we was in the middle of talking about Asuka's second match and how she won, and how I thought it was I remember now how I thought it was interesting that she was competing for both SmackDown and Raw women's titles.
Interesting, yes. Unheard of, no.
And the same night, though, yeah.
Well, like I said, it's not unheard of. I remember when Triple H had to defend, I remember correctly, he had to defend his world title 3 times?
In a row?
Not exactly in a row. It was over the span of one night. Yeah, but he ended up losing it to Randy Orton.
I think I remember that. When was this?
That was at a SummerSlam. I think that was 2008.
Oh. So yeah, this isn't quite the first time I've seen this. So overall, that was a good match. Asuka had great matches. And
Asuka always has great matches. She can make anybody look great in the ring.
Oh yeah.
Even with a stiff like Sasha Banks.
Yeah. And I preferred watching Bayley over Sasha Banks. Like I said, Bayley's still one of my favorite wrestlers.
Well, because Bayley is a phenomenal wrestler.
Yeah.
She's great at what she does, and honestly, they need to get her out of this tag team gimmick to let her be herself.
Oh yeah, she needs to flourish by herself again.
Exactly. Prove that she is worthy of being a champion, not for what her best friend, or supposed best friend, is telling her.
Yeah, when she was a good guy, she held her own. She held her own by herself. So
yeah, let her flourish by herself as a heel, by herself, without Sasha Banks' influence.
Yeah, I could agree. I think they need to split like a banana. Anyway, what was the next?
Well, I get why they're not doing it. When you got a women's tag team division, kind of need tag teams in said division to do this. And honestly, besides them, the Iconics, the Riot Squad, nobody else.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So unfortunately, they kind of need them together. So I get why they're doing it.
Because they need more tag teams in the women's division. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, and they clearly don't have it, and they have 3.
Oh, okay.
Because I believe we're Nick and Alexa are breaking up, but I believe that's where that storyline is going, but I do not know. We'd have to wait and see what the hell goes on. I'm expecting.
Yeah. So anyway, the next match is real interesting. It's a Randy Orton match. I forgot who he faced, but
But that was when he went against Drew.
Oh yeah, Drew McIntyre, your favorite wrestler. And
oh yeah, he is one of my favorite guys. I've been a big advocate of him for years.
Yeah. I think it's real.
Even when he was going through that horrible chosen one gimmick.
Oh yeah, and I guess like when he was a bad guy, I didn't like him all that much. I learned to separate affiliation with skill set.
You didn't understand what the difference between a work and a shoot was, and how to say, okay, this guy might be the asshole, but to make it go in the ring.
Yeah, I didn't know how to separate affiliation or with talent, which is why I still like Bayley. So.
Well, yeah, because there's great heels out there who are downright assholes on the mic, but they make up for it in the ring, and the more people who can't do shit in the ring, but can make up for it on the mic.
Yeah, and also has to do with a wrestler's personality as well, whether they're good or bad.
Oh yeah.
And so this match, it was a championship match, I think.
Yes, it was. It was for the World title.
And Drew McIntyre won.
Yes.
Yeah. Good for you, Michael. And that's 2 matches he's won here more recently.
Well, when you're the world champion, you kind of have to win a few matches.
Yeah.
Well, the title reign is worthless, which is nothing new at WWE.
Yeah.
I can think of a few champions that they've given the world title to, and they've done nothing with them.
Yeah. Also, on a side note, this might not have to do with this pay-per-view in particular, but I'm glad Brock Lesnar is out of the picture now.
Well, I've been glad Brock's been out of the picture for a while now. If you're gonna be a UFC fighter, go be a UFC fighter. If you're gonna be a wrestler, then be a wrestler. Do not try to pull the half and half crap and stop using only 5 minutes. No, in this case, only 2.
Yeah, and so yeah, I think we're getting ahead of ourselves because Brock Lesnar does tie into one of our last topics at least a little bit, at least indirectly. So the very last match, it was the 7th match. I can't remember who was in this match.
I can't help you because I go off your sheets.
Yeah, audience, this is awkward.
It's only awkward if you make it that way.
Oh yeah, no, Tyler used to say that.
Oh, this is horrible.
Oh, here we go. Google.
Oh
yeah. I remember the last match now. It's
We forgot about that match.
The last match had The Fiend, and he was facing yes, that was the last match. This match was really good, and the surprise that we were kind of referring to was Roman Reigns came back in this match at the very end, and it seems to be that he's a bad guy now. And the very next at the very next
it's hard to be
smack.
it's hard to be considered a bad guy when you attack the heel and the face at the same time.
Yeah.
So they need to really, in my opinion, flesh out how he's going to be a heel through this whole thing.
Yeah.
Just putting him as Paul Heyman so I can make him a heel.
Yeah, that's what we were going at.
Fans are gonna cheer him.
Yeah.
Fans are gonna cheer him for the next month and a half.
Yeah.
So,
because
it's gonna take him time to actually make him a heel.
Yeah.
I have to do some stuff to get some actual genuine heat on this guy.
Yeah. The most recent SmackDown after like this Friday, at the very end, Roman Reigns showed up, but also camera pans to the side and Paul Heyman is there. So Roman Reigns is evidently a Paul Heyman guy now. And I'm glad Paul Heyman is back too. Paul Heyman's one of my favorite personalities in WWE, like by far.
He's definitely a good manager, but he's not be in my top 3, maybe top. No, he won't be in my top 3. He won't ever be in there, but he will be in my top 4. When it comes to, I think, highly up for.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. He will be in my top 4, but as a character, he's actually really good.
Yeah.
He can talk on the mic. He knows how to get people in the building. He knows how to get booed. Like I said, he knows how to get heat. And he can easily talk people into a building.
Yeah.
So he knows what the hell he's doing when it comes to putting heat on whoever he is managing.
Yeah, he has a great voice too. I don't know how he doesn't lose his voice every time he screams Barack Lesnar or whatever.
Dude, you do it for 20 years, your body's fine. Your body will be fine.
Okay, I guess.
In his case, he's been doing it for 30 years, but that's beside the point.
Oh, okay, so that's. I guess that explains how certain veteran voice actors are able to were able to hone their craft over the years, because they've trained their voices to be able to do those sort of things like naturally. Like for example, David Hayter, the voice of Solid Snake, he apparently he got to a point where he could talk in Snake's voice like for a whole day, and nothing happened. Nothing bad happened to his throat. So yeah, interesting little tidbit of information on your part, Michael. Yeah, because as an aspiring voice actor myself, it's good to know. It's good to learn these things, no matter where I get the information from.
After a while, your body will get used to the strain, and it won't affect you as much. But it will. Now, will your body feel the effect of the strain? Yes, of course, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
But your body will feel less strain compared to what you did months before, or even years before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your body will adjust, but it won't ever forget the pain.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. A very interesting thing to end off this little discussion with. So
well, you like it when I give some random fact about something.
That was a random fun fact. Yes, that was a random fun fact.
That's your random fun fact for the
Heck
video.
yeah. This has nothing to do with the video whatsoever. But I teased this. I teased this in a earlier vlog. I'm wondering if I should do it in this video or a different one. But you know what? I don't give a shit. This is my blue plush. from Blue's Clues, of course, if you don't know what this is. So, yeah.
You were holding up a Blue's Clues plushie.
Hell yeah, man. It's life size, and she even has her signature paw print on the on her front left paw, and yeah,
every Blue's Clues plushie has it.
It's pretty awesome. As a kid, I had like a smaller one, but
oh, I had one too.
You watched it too?
I may still have my plushie in storage.
Oh, no way. So I figured this is the kind of.
I just said that
on camera. We have no shame on this channel. But for real, this kind of plush is something I dreamed of as a kid, and I'm glad I have this now, and it's an awesome collector's item too. At the end of the day, because I still have my Crash plush, which is worth from like 2003. I got it.
Okay, I'll tell you how much of a Blue's Clues fan I am. Yeah, growing up, I had, if I look through my VHS, I may still have them. I had 2 of the Blue's Clues specials on VHS, and I also had the movie that they released.
Yeah.
And I had one of the toys that had audio from the show.
Yeah, that's really cool. So Blue's Clues is one of the franchises that really shaped my life. It's the first TV show I remember watching. Toy Story is the first movie I remember watching, and Crash Bandicoot was the first video game series I ever played. And although according to my mom, according to my mom, the first movie I ever saw in theaters was Hercules, and the first TV show I ever watched was Winnie the Pooh. But yeah, this is why I like the segment randomness, because you could talk.
We can talk about this later off camera, but for the life of me, can't remember what my first movie in theaters was.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Sinbad, but I can't for the life of me remember if it was Sinbad or if it was the live action Scooby-Doo movie.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's why I love randomness.
Towards the Scooby-Doo movie, because I came out of 02.
Yeah, I saw one of those in theaters.
Yeah, I saw the first one in theaters. Yeah. I never did see the second one in theaters. I had to wait for the DVD.
Oh, okay. I remember seeing the second one in theaters actually. But yeah, this was a great video. Sorry audience if my dialogue was a little imperfect again. Sometimes I still turns out I still have trouble speaking on camera. But my excuse today is because I'm just a little tired. But because I'm just a little sleepy. But yeah, thank you, Michael, for doing this video with me. If I wanted to do
anytime, dude. Anytime.
I'm glad we can do this over the phone and stuff. So because we're both weary on hanging out in person because of the whole pandemic.
Yeah, it's because of that. And it's actually for the safest that we keep ourselves distant.
Yeah. Even for whenever we film our last match for UWA for like the season finale or whatever, we're gonna have to take some more precautions to film that.
We'll figure something out. We always do.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought we'd do this video for the payback, and so yeah, this is the first time I've seen 2 pay-per-views from the same company release so close to one another. Like they're only a week apart.
Yeah, and AEW's pay-per-view is in a week.
Oh, cool. So I just still don't know how to end videos sometimes. You know, I thought I gotten a lot better at this.
Dude, I haven't been able to end a video in years. The only time I was able to end one was a one-off comedy video me and Tyler made.
Yeah. So.
It was a rant video about people making rant videos.
Yeah, nonsensical rant about rant.
Yeah, we were being so stupid. It was when we filmed it right before we filmed the Dark Warriors retirement match.
Yeah. Excuse me. So, yeah, audience, if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe. It is getting dark in here now, so I need to turn the light on. Even though I need to change my light bulbs. So, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell. Like the video if you liked it, and ring the bell to be notified of future videos I make, so you don't miss a single video. And be sure to hit the all notifications button. That way you don't miss out on any videos from me whatsoever. So it's like triple subscribing at that point. 3 layers of subscribing, but hey, what can you do? It's YouTube.
Well, YouTube's making it difficult for fans to know when content creators are releasing videos.
Yeah. So notifications do help out with that.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not sure what my next video is going to be. Probably animation reviews because I'm behind on those. And so, yeah, animation reviews for this week for the Casagrandes and Infinity Train. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch book 3 of that, and who knows what other kind of videos I can make. I mean, I just recently did an update video for the rest of this month and September, so if you guys have not watched that, definitely watch that. It'll either be in the description, or I might actually include a card in the video, and so in one of the corners. So yeah, on behalf of both of us, once again, I'm Alex Swimmer, aka AP3 Jumped, and this was my friend Michael on the phone. And thank you so much for watching until the end. That is it for me, and we will see you soon. Goodbye. I almost forgot how to end my video. Almost forgot the outro.
Of course.
Yeah, this isn't the first time I've done a video with somebody over the phone. First time I did that was like 5 years ago. But yeah, we will see.
Well, this is the second time we've attempted.
Yeah. The first time was a failed recording, unfortunately. But well,
of course.
Or rather, it was a scrapped video. So yeah, we will see you next time. We may or may not have updates for UWA. I don't know. We will see.
I can't guarantee anything at the moment.
I just realized my face looks sunburnt in this lighting, but oh freaking well.